So you know, guys, about the pandemic that's, ruining some lives. Well, I'm gonna make you calm down a little and teach you what is in beautiful golf bag and the rule book of golf. So let's get into it. What is in the bag? Now, guys, if you didn't know, I love golf bags. The reason why is because it can store all of your golf supplies in one big bag. So, for example, in this little packet, little pocket, I have my tees. Now, tees are made out of certain types of materials, but we will get into this in a different episode. But the tees are basically made for standing up balls in the ground. So, in the next pocket, we have my glove. My glove is to put on my right hand because I'm a lefty. So, and if you're a righty, you put it on your left hand. But you have to get certain types of gloves. So, I got a Jordan Spieth glove, and yeah, it helps me grip on really steady onto that grip on my golf club. So, we'll get into that later. And now, this is a dividend. A dividend is mostly used for some stuff let's say there's a big mark in the green. You put the dividend and you put it in and you dig it up and then you put it back in your bag. We'll get a little more into that in a different episode on what is a dividend. Now, this is some sunscreen. Sunscreen is mostly for if it's really hot outside, don't bring it all on occasions unless it's sunny or hot, because then you will you could get burned without using this. So sunscreen is a really helpful item. We'll get into that later. Okay, so the next pocket is just some of my balls. Balls is this thing. Now, we are going to be making an episode about what is balls. But when they're on the tee, this would be, look, this is the tee. You have to line up. You see this little thing? You have to line it up on the tee. And then that's where you aim your golf head club. And then, perfect. So these are my balls. Now you always have to stay hydrated. So when I get the balls, I always remember that there is a water bottle in it to stay hydrated. Now this is very important because you need to stay hydrated on the golf course because it's all hot and sunny and you're sweaty and all that stuff. So this is a very important thing to use on the golf course. Now, the next thing I like to keep just for, stuff that I don't really use. I don't have anything in it right now, but, you could put anything, the things that you don't really use in it. So, this is my hat. My hat, this is a ball mark. A ball mark, it's really fun to use because all you have to do, put it on your head, you take the ball mark off this. Now, when you use the ball mark, when you're on the green, and let's say this is the ball, so you put it right under the ball, and then when you come back and it's your turn again, then you put it right in front of the ball, so it's exactly where it was before. So that is what a golf mark is mostly for. Now, a hat, this could help you in some ways with the sun, because the hat helps you see down, because you're going to be looking at this at the ball, so you're going to keep your eye on the ball. If you didn't wear a hat, the sun would be shining on the ball and on your head, so you wouldn't really get to see the ball, and it would be very bad for you. So I suggest you wear a hat. That's one of the most top priorities. And let's get into these. These are alignment sticks. I use this for practice. You're not allowed to bring these on the golf course for any reasons unless you're practicing on the golf course. You're not allowed to because these are kind of a cheat for other reasons besides practicing. Let's get to this. This is my mat. You would align where you want to go, and you have to keep your feet right here. They use for a lot of stuff, but this is what they're mainly used for. You keep your club head in the middle of the alignment sticks, and you swing, and you try to stay inside. The lines. And if you don't, you keep on trying as hard as you can, and then you will most likely succeed. So, now we're going to get into some of the golf clubs. Now this is a putter. This is used for the While green. The green is a very flat area. There's no spikes or anything on it. Sometimes there's a lot of hills and stuff on it like that. But greens are like, you really need to have that green in your life if you want to be a professional golfer. So my club, there's a lot of different putters. I have an ultra light putter, so it's easier to swing. I suggest you guys get that one. This is from the USTA. By the way, I'm a partner from it, so yeah. And this is like alignment thing. So the ball would go right here on this little mark. And on this little mark, you would putt like this. You have to be very gentle, and you just swing your arms like this, and it has to be on a straight line. So that is what a putter is. Now this is the grip, what I was talking about with the thing, my glove. So that's what it's gonna be about. It's gonna be gripping onto it, so if it's like, it could slip off if it's raining or something. But with the grip, you have to do, it holds onto the glove head like this, and it's very nice. So let's get into the 6-iron. The 6-iron, well, there's a lot of irons. There's a 1-iron, which only professionals use very, very rarely. 2-iron, maybe a little. 3-iron, 4-iron, 5-iron, 6-iron, 7-iron, 8-iron, and 9-iron. 9-iron is the most biggest iron, which, like, really, if you have a 1-iron, it goes really far like a driver. But if you go to 9, it goes basically like a pitching wedge. So it depends what the iron is. Now a 6, for me, by the way, I am 10 years old, so a 6 iron would probably go the distance for 160 yards for me. Depends how it is. So this 6-iron is very good because the club head is this. It's like the same with the putter, but it has lines here. It's iron right here, and in the back it's a hole. So you don't do anything to this hole. It's very important. So this is how you swing a 6-iron. You do that and that. It's like a tic-tac. See? Tic-tac. That is a 6-iron. And the grip of it is the same like the putter. It holds on to the grip very nicely. And you see, you have to put your thumb on top of the thumb, and then put your other thumbs here, and then as you can see, the other 4th finger is there. So then you have a perfect golf swing. And you have to lift that toe up. So that's a 6-iron. The 8-irons are basically the same thing. This goes like 10, 20 yards, maybe 30 yards different. So this is the same thing basically. You know? Same thing. So the 8-iron, and then I'm gonna get into the hybrid. Now the hybrid is something like above the 6, like any iron. So let's see, the 1-iron is basically a hybrid. So the hybrid for me goes like 170 yards. By the way, I'm 10 again. So the hybrid, you know, it's very different from any other club. It's like the fairy driver and 3-wood and driver and all that stuff. It's very like ultra light, and there's a big top on it. Then there's a bottom that says all the stuff, and then this is where you want to hit it. In the middle, you see all the lines? Look, I'll come a little closer. There's lines all over there, but you want to get it right in the middle. These are some of my markings where I hit, like right in the middle. So that is a hybrid. And now let's get into the 3-wood. The 3-wood is very important because the 3-wood is basically a driver, but you can't hit it on a tee because the tees, you can't hit it unless it's on the tee box. You're not allowed to hit it anywhere else. So this is what it looks like. Same thing almost. I barely use this club. I usually just use the hybrid, but you have to hit it in the middle. Same thing as the hybrid here and there. And yeah, you hit the grass. This is mostly for like the rough. Like the hybrid's mostly for the fairway long distance. This is for the rough long distance. So like the rough is the tall grass, as you guys can see right here. This is the tall rough grass, and this down here, this is the fairway, and then this is like the medium. So that's where you got in the middle over there. That's where you're gonna want to hit this. So keep that in mind because this is a very helpful club to use in the game. So the next club is actually something you hit off the tee box. You could hit this off. You could hit anything off the tee box besides the putter. So the next thing on the list is the driver. I have my Rory McIlroy signed thing. So it's a doggy, and yeah, I love dogs. So it's like the basic same thing. But you wanna, like, you guys may think of the swing. We're gonna do a whole entire thing about swings. But for the swing you want to do, you have to, like, it's not gonna go really like speedy and stuff if you hit really hard like. No, you hit soft. You hit soft like that, and then it goes really far. That's what happens. And yeah, it's a little bigger. So yeah, that is the driver. And last but not least, I have my pitching wedge and sand wedge. My pitching wedge and sand wedge, well, this goes about like 100 yards. This is something for like really close green, right? This is something for like really close green. You don't even have to lift up your feet that much. It's really close green. You choke down a little on the club, and that is what a pitching wedge is for. It's kind of like the same thing as irons. Built the same, but not really the same distance and stuff. Now this is the sand wedge. It's a little different. It has a curve right here. It has the same lines, but you really have to like, you can't just do this on a sand wedge. You need to like get in a different position for a sand wedge. This is good for sand or very close greens. So like, let's say this is the greens and this is the sand wedge. This is what I'm gonna want to do instead of a pitching wedge. This is the sand, this is the green. The sand, you're gonna have to, if there's a hill, you're gonna have to open up your stance a little, like on the hill right there. And then you're gonna wanna do this with the golf club, with the sand wedge. You're gonna wanna pop it up like that. And then the ball goes over and up onto the green. So that is what a sand wedge is. So guys, that is what is in the bag. I guys hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys in the next time. Peace. Hey guys, it's Rules of Golf with Cole. So today we are going to be doing one rule. Now every episode we are going to be doing one rule. Now the first rule we're going to be doing is stroke penalties, the basics. So if you hit a ball and it lands in the water, that's a 2-stroke penalty. You have to put your ball exactly, well not exactly, but close to where that ball is on a piece of grass. Now, this is also a 2-stroke penalty. If you go out of bounds, that is a 2-stroke penalty. So try to aim it a little, straight. So that's a 2-stroke penalty. And also, if you move a ball a centimeter, that's a 2-stroke penalty. And if you do all of those in one game, you get to be disqualified from that game. So remember, 2 strokes. Oh! Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next episode. Just saying, stay positive and hopeful, and stay healthy, because I know this pandemic is ruining some lives. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.